You do not want to miss training, and you do not want to miss rally. Because what you learn at rally, you do not learn here. You learn at rally the big picture of Premier. We have the missions. If you haven't ever been, let me just how do I describe it? First of all, you'll have a ball. It's fun, it's crowded, and it's fun. I know it's crowded. I don't care that it's crowded. Put your vision on and don't worry about it. Just be with somebody next to you. You're going to see what we're about, because Premier is a big company. It's a big debt-free company. And Andy always said, this is our company. It's like a tree. It's like a tree, and that's Premier, the debt-free, solid company. And branching out from the tree are all the branches of Premier. We are a company, a solid, debt-free company. But these branches are what make us unique. The fact that our company, our owners, when they started Premier, decided that they would give their personal profits to missions. And they have been able to, over the last 27 years, support missions all around the world. Well, see, when I signed up, I didn't know that. I just wanted to make a little extra money. The jewelry was pretty. The lady was nice that talked to me. Cute little Nancy, that you know that was. And I thought, I can do this. This will be fun. It'll work. It'll be flexible. It'll work with my family. But then I went to Rally. And I thought, wow, when I sell a piece of jewelry, I'm part of a really big picture that I didn't know I was part of. And it was about helping people all over the world. You know, they've got running water here and fresh water here, and kids are going to camp, and they have a prison ministry, and those prisoners in that prison, they have kids that aren't in prison. And those poor kids, sometimes they have a rough life because daddy's in prison. And Premier's gone in there and they help these kids go to camp. You know, they said there's a lot of recidivism with these kids that have, this is a terrible prison down in Louisiana. Premier has such a presence there. They have churches built all through the prison. When Joan Horner passed away, those prisoners built her casket for her. I don't know if you knew that. They did. They built that casket out of wood because they do that at the prison there. And this is what you're part of, but you don't really get it till you go there. Because in the center of the aisle at the convention center are the missionaries. And they're from all over the world. And they'll get up and talk. And there's something, I mean, I like selling jewelry. I think it's pretty and everything. I like it. But man, it's good to be part of something bigger than that. It's really a great thing to be part of something bigger than that. And I want to do my best, and I want to do it forever because I'm part of that. I don't want to retire. My friends are talking about retiring. That sounds horrible. I guess I have a pretty good life. I think, why would I want to retire from this? This is pretty awesome. The quality of life that you can have in this business is tremendous, and you're part of something bigger than selling a piece of jewelry. You're part of something built for eternity, and you don't even know it when you sign up. And that's what's awesome about it, is you don't know it, but you're going to learn it. And that's what we're going to do. We're going to teach you. We're going to teach you the culture of our company and how you are serving. You're not selling anything. And how God didn't make a nobody. He's made a somebody, and He's made you, and you're here just for that reason. And you have the ability, because of the way that we show our jewelry, because we're not a catalog sales company. We're not just mailing out catalogs or emailing them out or whatever you do with them and getting sales. We're not just throwing things out on Facebook and getting sales. We're eyeball to eyeball, person to person, at a home show with women that are hurting, with women that don't feel good about themselves, with women that do feel good about themselves, with women that could really use an extra dollar or two in their family budget every month to make ends meet, with women who just want to feel a little prettier, with women who've had a bad day and you just give a hug. That's what we do. We sell jewelry, that we set it up, and it's pretty and it's fun, but because it is pretty and it's fun, we get to do a whole lot of other things. And that makes it a business that's built to last. So whether you're in this business for a year, or 5 years, or 10 years, and what Minneapolis has, lots of people have been in a long time, because we stay, don't we? We stick it out. We stay. We'll have our ups and downs, and it might snow, and a show or two cancels, or something doesn't hold, or it doesn't go perfect. But keep pushing through it, because you guys, it's good. It's a good life. And it is solid, and it is solid. And I'm going to tell you, if you go to Rally, you'll get it. I'm going to encourage you to go, because if you don't go, your people don't go, the people you sponsor don't go. It costs a little bit to go. Bunk 5 of you in a room, and it doesn't hardly cost anything. It's a lot of fun. You don't look real good because you get to the bathroom for about 10 minutes. I have a new jeweler, and she's going. She went last year, and she's going back, and she's like, man, she's going. We got 4 of us in a room. I'm like, man, I quit doing that a while. I just brought my husband with me. But when I was new and just starting out, I had more fun and developed such lifelong friends by rooming with them like that. So get 4 of you, go in a room. That she figured her whole room was going to be like $150 for the whole rally, for part of it. And I go, that's not bad, do you think? That's one below average home show. You have to plan for these kind of events, but you need to plan for them, and you need to go. I've shared this story before, and I'll share it again tonight. I remember a jeweler that I had, a first-level jeweler named Shauna Clark. And this was way back, and she told me she wasn't going to Rally. Well, see, she's my sister, so I can tell her she's going to Rally. I said, you're not going to Rally. And at that time, I think you had Tara and whatever. And I said, okay, I'm very concerned for your business if you don't go to Rally. I really want you to go to Rally because you need to go to Rally. You need to refresh yourself, and you need to go and be trained. And whatever I said, she went, right? Her, another jeweler, and they announced, they always do the roll call of states, and they announced Minnesota, and there was like 2 jewelers in the audience. Woo! They go Texas, and ah! They go Michigan, ah! They're yelling real loud. And she said, we're never going back with that big group. And now when they yell Minnesota, watch out. They're as loud as Michigan. So I'm going to encourage you to go. I always come and do that, but I want to encourage you, if you have thought, I'm not going this year, think it over, because you'll want to go. Okay, learn it. And I'm going to teach you a whole bunch of stuff. So are you ready for some more parts in the learn it part? Woohoo! Learn it. Okay, when you came in tonight, you should have gotten 4 different colored cards. You see those cards?
We have more up here. Anybody can need them? Yeah. All right, come on.
Okay. Just take a minute to look at these cards, and
keep going.
Okay. If you don't, look at your friends' cards, and we'll get them for you. It's no big deal.
Right here, yeah.
Okay. What this is usually people that you meet and who you are. You're going to find one of these cards that kind of defines you a little bit more than some of the other cards. So I want you to kind of look at these and go, this sounds more like me. If freedom, flexibility, spontaneity, action, opportunity, excitement, attention sound like you, then you'll be this pink card. If relationships are real important to you, and teamwork and ethics and authenticity and involvement, that's going to be this one. The blue one, stability, process, rules, structure, predictability. Some of these are kind of cut off, but you got a tradition, not trader. Mine says trader. Tradition, planning, duty, that's going to be blue. And then white is like learning and technology and expertise and intelligence. There's no right or wrong, but kind of look at these cards and place them in the order that you think best describes you. And I'm going to kind of go through some of the different personality, temperaments, and types that you're going to run into in your business. Because each one of them you're going to deal with a little bit differently. Okay? Did anyone pick the yellow card? The yellow card. I thought you would. Let me tell you what, yellow is my number 2 card. Yellow card stands, and at the end of tonight, I've got the matching reciprocal card with each of these that you'll be able to pick up on the back table. Yellow stands for nurturing. You are a nurturer if you picked up the yellow card. Okay, now let me tell you something. At your shows, you are going to have all sorts of different, you're going to have a nurture, an action person, a knowledge person, and a blueprint person. Those are what the 4 are. You're going to have all these types at your shows. So I'm going to share with you what a nurturer likes and needs. And what I want you to do is think about, and at the end I'll put it all together for you. I want you to think about your jewelry shows, and are you filling the needs of all the different types that come to your shows by the way you do your shows? Does this make sense? Mm-hmm. Okay. A nurturer likes to give gifts. They like to take care of people, and they like to see people win things. So what does a nurturer like? They like to see you model on people and clap for them. They like to see you giving your hostess her bonuses and her awards. They're happy for her. They're not jealous, they're happy. They like to know that this hostess plan gives you lots and lots of free jewelry. So you have to make sure you convey that. They also like to know about the missions, about what Premier does as a company, how they're givers, how they give a lot of their money away. I had a gal join another company. This was something else. I said, why did you join such and such a company? And she goes, oh, because they have a cause higher than just selling something. They give money to this program or to that charity. And I go, and most direct sales companies do. I mean, most of them, they've got something that they give to, but Premier, honestly, is over the top with how much they give. They also like to know about why someone would want to join a company like this, what it could do to help somebody else. It can help moms stay at home or moms get away from home. You know, they don't, in my case it was, I got to get out of here. It can help people get out of debt. You need to share not just your story at a home show. What I have found is that people a lot of times think that by sharing their personal story at a home show, they're going to sponsor. But guess what happens? When you share your personal story, that's not all the guests' personal stories. And it can actually hurt you to do it. So you need to kind of cover, pick and choose, and share a little bit of everything. To keep you on neutral ground, you know what I suggest you do? I suggest that you tell them that your desire in this business is you help people develop a really good home-based business, that you're good at helping them do that. If that's what you do. I like to help people develop a home-based business. What I don't want people to know at my shows is all my story. When I was brand new and my kids were little, if I told, even tonight, when you hear I had 5 kids in 5 years, I had all these kids, you thought I was crazy. Well, I don't want people at my show to think I'm crazy. They'll find that out later. I don't want them to know right away. I had a jeweler. Listen to this. I had a jeweler, and I met with her. This was you'd know her if I said her name. She's all over the stage for being a top retailer. I mean, she is all over the stage. And she's single, she's never been married, and she's never had kids. And she said, I cannot sponsor. I want to be on stage for sponsoring. I can't sponsor because nobody can relate to me. They're married or they have kids, they can't understand me. And I said, well, I have a question for you. Why do they know that about you? Because they don't need to know one single thing about you from that home show. You don't need to tell them that. You tell them that you'd like to show them how to have a very successful home-based business, and you'll teach them how to do that. And that's enough. The fact that you wanted to stay home and be a stay-at-home mom, some people don't want that. And that's not exactly something that they're in touch with. They'll find that out about you. But I'm sharing that with people because guess what happened to her? Tom and I met with her and went to lunch with her. Within 4 weeks, she'd sponsored 4 people. Yeah, and she said, she does a ton of shows, a ton of them. And I go, a ton of shows, you should have a ton of new jewelers, because you're in front of so many people. And she said, I did what you told me. I quit sharing all that. And I found that that worked. So just a thought.